This conversation begins with a statement, living in my now. Yes, living in my now. How many of you live in what I call now moments every day of your life? Yeah, now moments. I'll break it down for you in a few minutes, but just think about now moments. I mean, everything about now is about right now. But some of us have a tendency to live in what I call I'll get to it later moments. We stay in that lane way too long. I'll think about it in a few minutes. Well, that's a lane I want to kind of get you out of. I want you to jump into this lane over here where it's about now moments. It's about enjoying the moment as it comes. Not waiting, not pushing it off, but right now. Benjamin Franklin once said, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. I think that's a very powerful quote. I like to slightly amend it though, by saying don't put off until tomorrow what you can do right now. Right now. Because that's the most important moment of your life is the next moment. It's not about what's happened behind you. It's not about you trying to see what's happening in front of you, but it's right now. It's that particular state of mind that you're in right now. That's the most important piece of where you're headed and what you're doing. Some of us have a tendency of also saying, I have until next year to get it straight, to take care of it, whatever it is, or I have until next month. Some of you think you have until next week. Some thinks, hey, I have until tomorrow. And some of us are thinking right now, I have until a couple of hours from now, a couple of minutes from now, a couple of seconds from now. And truly, you don't have all that time. All you have, truly, all you have is the next moment that's coming forward. Yes, so I want to talk about the now moments in your life, how now is so important. But before I do, I want you to think for a moment. What does now mean to you? Now, N-O-W. Not just the word now. I want you to think about the action behind that word, now. Because now means you're going to do something. You're about to do something when you say the word now. I want to empower you this morning to think about the now in your life and how often do you think about doing something now versus organizing and planning to put it off. I want you to stay focused right there. I want you to see how now is so important. Now, if I'm going to talk about now, I need to talk about this thief, if you will. It's called, there's a thief, yes. There's a thief who comes to take away the now in your life, the now moments in your life. And that thief's name is called procrastination. Yes, procrastination will steal the now moments from your life. Yes, it will. We say that opposites attract. We say that you and your husband, opposites attract. And that's a true statement. I truly believe it. He might be a little shy. You might be a little bit outgoing. He probably can dance and you probably can't. That's opposites attracting. But procrastination, and now, oh no. They're totally opposites that don't attract. They are completely on opposite sides of the spectrum. Procrastination and now. Now the word now is defined, that's one thing about the word now. It's defined as immediate. So that's what now is. Present time. Getting it done right now. Right now. That's what now is. It's amazing when you think about now though. Now is one of the few words where it's just simply is what it is. When you define now, now is now. You don't need a long, rolled out statement about now, a long, rolled out definition. Now means now. Everyone knows what now means. Not everybody's living in their now moments, if you will, but we all know what it means. But procrastination, it's defined as delay. It's defined as postponing some things, putting some things off. That's what it is. I'll get around to doing it later. Procrastination, this is a bad little boy. Oh no, it's a bad little boy. Procrastination will come in and it will steal your life away from you. Yes, it will. It'll take it away. It will destroy your life if you don't defeat it in your life. And that's what I want to make sure that I empower you to teach you how to defeat procrastination. Because it will come in and do some damage to you. We assume too much. Yes, we do. We assume that we have more time. That I have more time to take care of this or to take care of that. And what we wind up doing is we wind up using and wasting time. That's what we wind up doing. Because we don't have more time. All we have is the time that we have. And what we really have is the next moment that's coming before you. That's what we really have. Think about this for an example. You've been trying to get back to school all these years, and you keep putting all type of things in front of it. Well, I've got 2 jobs. I've got all these children to take care of. I just don't have time to go finish school. Well, if you stop watching that TV for 1 hour, just 1 hour that you're watching right now, you could take a class online for 1 hour. You could nibble at finishing your school, finishing your degree plan, if you just take the time. See, it's about organizing your time. It's about scheduling in what's important to you. But procrastination comes to just really, it comes to make you a busybody inside of your head, inside of your thinking. And it puts you around people who are busybodies just like you. Because procrastination has one goal, and that is to steal your time away from you. Some of you are thinking about going on a vacation, but you're waiting till you retire. You want to go on this nice vacation, what I'll call your dream vacation, but you can't go because you're waiting till you retire. See, that's procrastination. There are some things you can wait for, don't get me wrong. But a lot of things that we're waiting for, we can do right now. But procrastination, watch this, procrastination is telling you, watch this, it's telling you, you got more time. I mean, you got a whole lot of time. But do you realize that by the time you retire, you might not be able to walk. You might not be able to talk. You might not have this, the activities of your limbs. So procrastination will steal your life away. I want to show you how, I just want to teach you how to live in those now moments of your life to where you can enjoy your life. Yeah, procrastination will keep pushing things out. Yes, it will. It'll keep pushing things out. It won't let you fit anything in. It will occupy all your time. Procrastination. You didn't know that, did you? That's what it does. Yes, it comes to kill, steal, and destroy. You say, well, if that's Satan, well, let's be for real. He's the master procrastinator for all of us. God created the heavens and the earth. Watch this. God didn't take 6 years, 6 months, 6 weeks. The Bible said God created the heavens and the earth. And guess what? He was finished. He created it in the moment of now. God gave us so many examples of how to live this life, how to enjoy this life right now. The Lord created man in his image. God didn't procrastinate. He didn't start thinking like we think. Did I make him too short? Did I make him too tall? Did I make him too fat? Did I make him too thin? Did I make him too dark? Did I make him too light? No. See, we fill our day with all that crazy stuff. That doesn't matter. When God did, and he did it now. He didn't wait for tomorrow or for next week or for next year. He just did it. Remember when God told man not to eat of the tree of good and evil? Man disobeyed God, and God evicted him from the garden. He didn't give him a second chance and say, well, you know what, let me put you in timeout. Let me put you in the corner. Just go over and stand in the corner. No, God took care of business. He did it now. And that's what we have to really take into consideration. How important is now? Well, let me tell you about brother Noah. Remember, God told Noah, go build me a boat. Now, Noah could have been just like me and you and how we do it. We'll say, well, God, you know what? These people are laughing at me as I'm building this boat. They're mocking me and criticizing me. So God, why don't we do this? Why don't I just kind of do like everybody else is doing? Why don't I just kind of put it off? Here comes procrastination. Why don't I just put it off until I see the rain? No, brother Noah didn't do that. Brother Noah kept building. Brother Noah said, all I see is now. All I see is the next lumber I'm going to put in this boat. All I see is the next animal I'm going to push on this boat. All I see is the next grain I'm going to put on this boat for these animals. All Noah could see was what was right in front of him. He wasn't looking around to see all the criticism and all the laughter and all the joking, because at the end, we all know it wasn't no joking matter. And that's what God is trying to show you and I. Now is what you have right in front of you. God, I'll start going to church when I get my stuff together. That's you and I. You'll start going to church when you get your stuff together. Well, you might not ever get yourself together. See, that's procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Stop trying to make a deal with God like he's the price is right or he's let's make a deal. Start doing what you have to do now. Yeah, start going to church right now and watch how things turn around in your life. I'm not going to say it's going to all be a bowl of chocolate, because it won't be. Life is life. It is difficult. It's challenging. But guess what? You're working in your nowness, though. You're working in it right now. And so therefore you can be blessed right now versus trying to push it down the road. Procrastination and expectation can't occupy the same space at the same time. You would embrace procrastination or you would embrace expectation, but you can't embrace them both at the same time. So being honest with yourself. What are you embracing right now? I mean, what have you just put off? What are you putting off right now? What have you been putting off? Isn't it time that you start doing things now? I mean, are you putting things off, or are you living and working in the space of your now moments? That's where I want you to get. Yeah, I want you to get to where you stop putting things off, where you just go ahead and, hey, just do it. Just do it and get out to it. I'm not saying be a busybody. Please believe me, I'm not saying that. I'm not into being busybody, because sometimes just being busy is not being productive. It's just being busy. You just got your hands everywhere. And sometimes that's messy. But I want you to embrace, though, taking care of business now. It's sad to say, but I'm going to say it. People are living in a world where they have decided to put off, postpone, if you will, of making arrangements for where they will spend eternity. Now that's sad. I mean, people have done that. People have decided, you know what, I'm going to, I'll give my life to Christ when, and they're negotiating, but they put it off. They put it off. They've decided that they can procrastinate by not accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. I don't know whoever told you that was something worth doing. Who told you that was okay? I mean, it's one thing to postpone or delay a task in your life, but to delay accepting Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? Come on, guys. It ain't nothing but the devil. The devil is polluting your mind. The devil is trying to show you, he's trying to slow you down. He's trying to steal your time. I mean, you're playing with your soul as if you really have a better choice. Do you have a better choice? Do you have a better choice than giving your life to Jesus Christ? You really don't. But you put it off because you feel like you want to do some things in your life, and you don't want to get over here in this lane where you can't do those things. Well, let's be for real. If you can't do them, you just can't do them. Why would you want to wait until you get in trouble and then have to have God come bail you out? Work in the nowness of your life. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do right now. I can't say it enough. I just admitted that whole quote. But we have the tendency of thinking that we can have until next year. So we make statements like, I'm going to lose weight next year. By this time next year, I will have lost 25 pounds. This is us now. This is us. And so what we do is instead of doing it right now, getting a plan right now, we get like 300 days into the year, and then 65 days before the year is out, and we start thinking of, okay, I gotta go on all these kind of diets and all these kind of workout plans to lose this weight that I committed to losing. See, you procrastinated for 300 days. And now you're trying to push all this into 65 days. That's our mind. That's the spirit we have right now. That's what you call procrastination. You allowed Satan to come in and keep you so busy, you just stay focused on your goal. Now, some of us have this. We said this too. We do this when we say, I'm going to find me a new job. I'm tired of this job. I got to find me something better. So I'm going to in 30 days. I'm going to find me a new job. Well, baby, you can't wait till the end of 30 days and try to get a job. You've got to start updating your resume. You've got to start networking with people and friends and companies that you want to work in, the field you want to work in. Watch this. You've got to go dust off that old outfit. We all have an interview outfit. You got to dust that thing off and get it ready so you can start getting out there and putting yourself out there. So in 30 days, now you've got your resume, you've got your outfit, you've networked, and now someone's available to hire you. But you can't wait till the day of 30 days pass to try to find a job. Because you're going to put that off. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to put it off 30 more days. And before you know it, it's a whole year. And you're at the same place with the same complaints. Yes, you are. Same complaints. This one's real good. How we put off vacations. I'm going to wait until, and then some of us will go on vacation. But watch this. We will plan it the week before we leave. Now, you've had a whole year to set your schedule to go on vacation, but you plan it the week or the day before. Please don't do it the day before. The week before you leave, you plan it. Do you realize how expensive that's going to be? I mean, airfare, trying to get a plane the week before, trying to get a resort or a hotel the week before, trying to rent a car or whatever you're going to do, it's going to be expensive the closer it gets to that time. Repeat after me. Procrastination is expensive. Say it again. Procrastination is expensive because it is. It's very expensive. Very expensive. This is a good one. And we're all guilty of doing this one. I'm going to call my children tomorrow and tell them how much I love them. I'm going to call my mother or call my father and tell them how much I love them. I'm going to do it tomorrow, though. You're going to do it tomorrow. Why not do it right now? Right now. You're thinking about it. Why not just do it? Just do it right now. See, that's where we get tied up into putting things off. And then watch this. We forget. We get so busy. I had a friend he was having surgery one time, and he told me, hey, pray for me. And I made this statement. Yeah, I'll pray for you tomorrow, man. I'm going to take care of that. Now, don't that sound crazy to you? If someone is telling you to pray for them, that means they need prayer. My whole thing is, I decided when you ask me to pray for you, I stop right there and I pray for you right there. Because my day can get full. Your day can get full. And before I know it, I'm 2 days down the road and say, oh, I forgot to pray for Henry. So my thing is, I want to pray for you right now. Yeah, let's do it right now. It doesn't take nothing but a minute to get a prayer through. I mean, nobody wants you to sit up and give a dissertation. I just ask you to pray for me. So can't you just pray for me? Can't you lay hands on me? Can't you just speak through this phone and pray for me a quick prayer? Do it now. That's all. Do it now, because if you procrastinate, you'll miss out. And guess what? Your prayer, come on. It might be the prayer that God answers. It might be the prayer that young person needed, that they were seeking for. We totally miss out on the now moments in our life because we're so busy assuming that we have more I'll do it later moments in life. You heard us say it. We'll assume that we have more I'll do it later moments in life. And as humans, we don't have the insight. We don't have the power. We don't have that supernatural ability, if you will, to see the future. So we don't know what we have, but we do know we have right now. Right now, while you're still breathing, you do have that. Enjoy your nows in life and plan for what's next. I'm not saying don't plan. I'm not saying don't plan for the future. I'm not saying that. That would be crazy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but can you enjoy your now? I'm living my best life now. You've heard that before, right? I'm living my best life. My thing is I'm living my best life now. And my moment of now. That's what I'm living. I hope that's what you're living. Your best life, oh, it needs to be right now. Wouldn't it be awesome if you smiled? Because some of you haven't smiled in years. I'm not talking about that little thing you put on your face that you kind of, fake through it. You kind of get yourself through it, a role kind of playing thing. But you've never really smiled. Some of you have never really laughed in a long time. I mean, a real genuine laugh, a genuine smile. If you were to connect the now smile with another smile, and if you were to keep smiling, and every time you were beginning to frown, you smile again, you would put such a link together between a smile or between a compliment, whatever it is that's positive. If you would just do it over and before it runs out, do it now. And then do it. See, now's about right now. Every moment, I'm speaking right now, but this is old now because I'm speaking now. And then I'm speaking now. You're speaking now. So what you just said is old, but now becomes now because now is right in front of every now. So if you would start complimenting yourself now and others, and if you start smiling now and others, and if you start thinking positive now, you'd always be thinking positive because now overtakes what's happening. Now, I will say this again. Life is not a bowl of chocolates. We're going to have some issues in life. Yes, we are. There's going to be some sad days. There's going to be some mad days. There's going to be some pissed off days. There are going to be some days where you just really, you really want to just give up and quit. But guess what? You've got so many days of now in front of you that you can get back on track. Yeah, life is life. You can get yourself into a rut and you can stay into that rut. That's where depression and mental illness come from, is in some of those ruts that you can get yourself into. But isn't it nice to know that you understand what now moments are? That you can get back on track pretty fast. You can get back into this lane of nowness. And I know how to get back over to now because I know how important each moment of my life is. Get in this lane. Yeah, string along nows in your life. And stop stringing along the rut moments, the bad, the sad moments. Stop stringing along that stuff. Yeah, you're going to have some of those, but don't string them. Don't string them. Release them. If your child could make the right choices now, not to run with the wrong crowd, boy, I mean, right now, if they could make the right choice right now, not to run with the wrong crowd, how blessed would you be? How blessed would they be? I mean, he or she will live in the now moments of making the choice now. All that teaching, all that preaching, all that coaching you poured into them, you're excited to see when they are faced with a decision in life, and that now moment of their life, they make the right decision. They make the right decision. They become victorious versus become a victim. That's what we want for all of our children. Yeah, I don't want my child getting on drugs. I don't want my child getting on alcohol. I don't want my child getting caught up into pornography and into all this crazy stuff in this world. I want my child to take that teaching that they have, that we poured into them. I want to trust them, that they can walk in their now moments of success. Because they can listen, they can hear, they can see it, and they can make a difference. How many of us wish, we wish, this is a good wish, how many of us wish that God would show us our omega before he shows us our alpha? Yes, how many wish that God would show you your omega before he shows you your alpha? And all that's saying is, how many of us wish that God would show us our ending before our beginning? Has he ever showed you that? Well, we don't have those supernatural powers to tap into that. We don't see the ending before the beginning, but guess what? But you have so many moments of now that you should teach your child that I want you to see this thing out. Before you go to that party, you know what's at that party. I want you to see it out. I want you to see the end of that party. What could happen? And if you can see the bad things that could happen, then you can't go. You shouldn't go. Before you get in that car, you know that's not that boy's car. See the end of that thing. See the end of that ride. Yeah, you see the beginning right now. It's a nice car. It's a cool car. But you know he can't afford that car. That's not his car. So why would you get in that car knowing that the end of this thing could be jail time, could be prison time? It could be someone getting hurt because this is not his car. That's what we should be teaching our children, is how they can see the end. And you can't go see it, but you can think through it. Yes. You have this moment now because you can't get this moment back, Ski. That's what I'm trying to teach you. You can't get back this moment. Before you go to bed with that big head man, you can't get this back now. You got now, right now, to think this through. Before you jump in bed with him, you know he's not yours. Before you jump in bed with him, you got to see the end before the beginning. What's going to happen if you jump in bed with him? He's crazy all outdoor. He's going to stalk you. Oh, he's married, so you know that's not right. So think about now. Don't be anxious for nothing. If you could just slow yourself down, take a deep breath, and live within your now moments, I'm telling you, your life will be a lot better. It will be a lot pleasant. We don't have the supernatural powers to see the future, but we do have enough power to see now. Deal with your now. Yeah. Deal with what you have right in front of you. Right in front of you. I'm going to share something with you out of the book of 2 Kings, verse 4 and 1. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to kind of summarize it. It's a story about a certain woman who has lost her husband, and the creditors are coming to her asking for their money. That's the way it is. The wolves, they don't play. They borrowed money. They borrowed some stuff, and so they're coming saying, "Hey, we need you to pay this debt." And this woman don't have anything to pay this debt, so they've decided, we're going to take your 2 sons to be payment on the debt, to be collateral until you can pay us. Now watch this. Now, if she's got 2 sons and she don't have anything, she needs those sons to be on her side to help her work so she can pay down this debt. But isn't it just like the bank who you go to for a loan? And you ask them, you want a loan to really consolidate all your bills? And they tell you, we can't give you that much, but we can give you half of it with 20-something, 30-something, 40% interest. Wow, that's a lot. But they won't give you the whole thing because they want to keep you in debt. And they don't want to keep you indebted to them. So you see that? Did you see that? So they wanted her sons, and watch this, she would never be able to get out of debt because she don't have her sons to help her work. And so they wanted to put her and keep her in debt. Just like these payday loans, you know how you go to get these payday loans and you get all this money up front, and then you got to pay it back with 40% interest. You'll never pay that back. They've got so much interest stacked on interest stacked on interest. You'll never pay it back, so you're indebted to them for a lifetime. That's what they wanted. They wanted her to be indebted, the creditors, to them for a lifetime. But she called on the prophet Elisha, and she said, "Hey, I need some help." Now, the one good thing I will say about her, she didn't go to him all emotional. She didn't. Because the emotion will jack up the whole situation. And he didn't let her come to him emotional because the prophet Elijah, he's a bright man. But your emotions can lead into moments of procrastination. She could say, "I'm just going to wait around. I'll find some other way to do this." But no. Prophet Elijah came to her and he asked her, "What do you have?" And she says, "All I have is a little pot of oil." You've heard this story. And so he tells her, go and borrow. Go and borrow. Watch this. He didn't tell her, go procrastinate. He said, go and borrow. And so he said, now. Basically said, now. Go borrow from your neighbors, from abroad. And abroad simply means go throughout the whole country. Go bring all the vessels that you can find. All of them that you can find. Go borrow all you can find and bring them here. And so they did. Her sons went and found all the vessels they could find, and they filled the house with vessels. And the prophet Elijah said, close the door. They shut in, like a shut-in. You ever been in a shut-in before? They shut in. I don't care what anyone say. That's powerful to have a shut-in with the prophet. That's another message. So then they took the pot of oil, and he said, pour it. I don't know about you, but she started pouring the pot of oil. She started pouring it, and the Bible started showing me. He told her to pour it now from the pot of oil that she already had. And as she poured from what she had, she received what she needed. And that's you and I. Right now. Each time she poured, she kept filling. And she kept filling. Are you filling? Are you being filled by what you're allowing to be poured into you? Are you being filled by that right now? Or is it possible that you are being depleted by what's being pulled out of you? That's some of us right now. We get in that situation where family, where friends, where spouses will pull way too much out of you. People can empty you versus fill you. Yes, they can. What are the people that are hanging around you? What are they doing for you? Are they bleeding you or are they feeding you? Now. Yes. In your moment of now, are they bleeding and because watch this. Bleeding and feeding, those are opposites that don't attract. So you don't need anyone in your life who's bleeding you. You want everyone in your life who's feeding you. Feeding you. Yes, feeding you more and more. Because if they're doing that, guess what? They're allowing you to live in your now moments in life. They're not pulling you out. They're not distracting you away from what God is calling you to do. That's what distraction, that's what procrastination will do. It will pull you. It will fill you up with so much stuff, so much junk, so much hate, so much complaining. Yes, so much gossip, so many rumors. It will fill you up to a point that you're not worthy of having anything pour into you. This woman had so many vessels that she filled because she trusted the prophet. And she did it now. She didn't wait around. She called on the man of God and said, hey, I need you to come now. My son's in trouble now. My house in trouble now. Quit trying to wait till you get to where they've taken your stuff away from you. Call on the man of God now. Get on your knees and pray to Jesus now. Stop waiting for it. Start doing it now. That's what this message is about. Own all your moments now. Because guess what? They are your moments for now. There's a reckoning day coming. Don't you want to be in control of what you can be in control of? Do you know how it feels to live in the now and not have to worry about what's the next thing happening because you trust in the Creator who creates all of your tomorrows? That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful feeling. Have a blessed day. Or should I say, have a blessed moment. In closing, remember, don't forget Romans 10:9. Yes, confess now, believe now, therefore you shall be saved now. I pray this word has been inspiring. I pray that you've been blessed. I pray that you start living in your now moments. Right now, you start thinking about what's happening now. You don't get outside yourself. You stay right here in control, because that's what it's doing. It's making you balance yourself to stay focused on what's happening right now. Be blessed. God loves you, and so do I.